Hello.
Nah. Fuck. I just want a shirt. Maybe. A shirt sounds nice. Shirt's a good
A
thing.
what?
I should find a shirt. Shirts are nice things to have.
They are.
Mm.
They are kind of a necessity as well. For most things, at least.
Nah, man, you just gotta have abs. No, you have abs and you can just get away with it.
True.
At least as a man.
Eh,
Children
I
can't.
think it could still work. Oh yeah.
When you've
Yeah.
seen a
I
child
thought
with
you meant.
abs, it usually means something fucked up's going on.
Yeah, I thought you meant like a woman. I was like,
Women aren't real.
women can have
What are you on about?
it. I don't know. Too many muscle girls are posted. It's infecting me.
It's all fiction like the regular girls. So, how have you been?
Not. I mean, like, it's one of those weird things where something's going on, and I think we're both in agreement that there's far better sources to talk about the current world event. So there's no real point in talking about it in that sense, but it is influencing my life.
I mean, I don't know, like... Name 3 things you can talk about right now that aren't the coronavirus, because I fucking can't.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. Like the few things I have are related to the coronavirus, like directly affecting me. But yeah. So
Like, what the fuck? Let's talk about Animal Crossing. That game I've never played.
yeah, I had one for the DS when I was like 8. I didn't really get it. That's it.
I mean, like...
That's my contribution.
I mean, I get it. Like, I played Farmville when I was 12, 13.
Yeah.
At the behest of my mother, because she needed friends for her Farmville.
Wait, is Farmville the?
That Facebook game.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know there's like Stardew Valley, and Stardew Valley is based on another game, and I used to play the game that Stardew Valley is based
I
on.
think it's based on Harvest Moon or...
Yeah, Harvest Moon, yeah.
Rune Factory, I think they call it now these days, or some shit.
But yeah, yeah, of course, Farmville.
Yes.
That was a classic, logging onto Facebook and having like 50 notifications of everybody inviting you to check out their farm.
Yep.
Those were the days.
I think my mother finally realised it was not a good decision when I thought the best idea for a Christmas present was to get her like one of those like in-game currency gift cards that you can buy at the grocery store.
Oh, that's great.
And the thing was, because I probably got like a $10 card because I was like, I'm 13, I don't have that much fucking money.
Yeah.
So $10 is enough, and you get fuck all for $10.
Yeah.
I think she got like a bunny rabbit decoration.
A very good use of $10, to be honest.
The best. I mean, compared to what the fuck I waste $10 on these days.
Yeah. Imagine spending $10 on a virtual cosmetic for a video game.
Imagine spending $10 on the chance for a virtual cosmetic. I don't know anyone who'd do that or go above and beyond.
I know, right?
Haha. Alright, so coronavirus. Apparently videos demonetized now. What the fuck do I care?
Yeah. I mean, were they monetized in the first place?
No. So how has it gone for you?
I mean, for the past few weeks, it's basically been nothing. Like just chilling, and we're watching it go to shit in Italy. And okay, I have to admit, the last few days from like Sunday have been like quite surreal. So on like Sunday morning, War Boris said, "We're not going to close down schools. They do more harm than good." This is why Italy's just getting fucked, right? We're not going to close down schools, right? Infections were like about 1,000, like under 1,000, and death toll was 21
In Italy or in the UK?
in the UK. In the UK,
Okay.
right? Oh, in Italy it was well over 1,000 at this point, right? And it goes from like, okay, Sunday night goes up to 35. Monday morning, it's like 40. By the end of Monday, it's like 50. By Tuesday, it's in the 80s. By Wednesday, it's just over 100. By Thursday, it's 150, and we haven't had the update for today, but it's already went up by 30. So deaths have went up by just under 9 times in like 4.5 days. Infections have went up, and again, like, we're one of the countries that aren't doing a good job of testing people. So this is only known infections have quadrupled in 4 days. We have like a really high death to infection ratio. Not as high as like not as high as Italy's.
Yeah, it's because your country's full of boomers.
Well, Italy's fucking full of boomers, yeah.
Is it?
But yeah, no, Italy's got one of the oldest populations in Europe, yeah.
Yeah, when you hear like all these countries that have these aging populations because they're just not reproducing, I can't imagine Italy being one of them, because I just can't imagine Italians not fucking.
True, but
it's just like
yeah, no.
Pasta and reproducing like rabbits. That's my version of Italy.
Like, actually, side note, I know the 3 countries with the highest average population were all the losing powers in World War II. Germany, Italy, and Japan. But yeah, Italy's got a very old population. But yeah, but we've got like way higher death to infection rates than like the US or even like France. I think our ratio is higher. So
is it higher than like by like a significant margin, or are we just like dick measuring contests?
No, higher by a significant margin.
Alright.
We're about the same as Spain. Now, Spain obviously has way more deaths and way more infections, but the same ratio as Spain, and Spain is one of the countries that are getting absolutely BTFO'd. So, we're just a few days behind. But yeah, with the whole Boris saying schools wouldn't close, like 2 days or 3 days later, it's now announced that schools are closed. And that includes my college. So, yeah, like on Monday.
Your solution was to go to the pub.
I went to the pub, yeah. Because it's one of these things where, okay, so the UK's not on quarantine, unlike a lot of other countries. We don't have a quarantine. But like, I'm like informally quarantined, where, okay, none of my friends are making plans, and I have to admit, I didn't go out much anyway. And the only reason I would go out on a regular basis was to college. Now college is closed, so I've got like no real reason to go out. So I'm like informally quarantined. But
no,
yeah,
you're
like
voluntarily quarantined.
Yeah.
And in quo, if you would.
But I mean, like the main thing that's got me worried is, like, I know it's probably been boring for people listening over the past few podcasts. I've been talking about university and stuff, and how I'm actually really fucking close to getting in. And so for the main exams, so I'm basically doing. I'll try. I think the American equivalent is basically failing a high school or dropping out of high school, and then doing a community college course for a year, and that course gets you into university instead. So even though I'm in the adult bracket, I'm not in the school age bracket. I'm basically in the equivalent of. It's technically a college foundation year, so it's like if I was at university but doing a pre-university course. But in the sense of understanding, it's basically like I'm doing last year high school.
Except without all the fun like movie gimmicks of you being Tom Hanks in your 50s.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what's that film with Channing Tatum and
21 Jump Street?
Yeah, 21 Jump Street. Yeah, no, nothing like that. So it's like
you show up with like a baseball cap, not like a not like a new one, but like one that has no brands on it.
Yeah,
it's really kind of thin, like a really thin material.
Yeah, definitely.
But basically,
like a
just
shirt.
Oh fuck! What's the all those old like movies of coming in age shit from the 80s that I think were like written by Stephen King. You know the one where they're on the train tracks?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, basically you just look like that, but you're in your 40s. That's the image.
But yeah, so the main exams. So most people get into university on A levels, which is what you do at the end of high school. And they've been not like they've not been postponed, they've been like cancelled. So now it's like, well, how the fuck are the vast majority of people going to get into university? Because the exams you sit to get into university are cancelled. So and so what it seems like is it's going to be like among like your predicted grades is what it looks like it's going to be, and so people will still go to university. So but I'm not in that bracket where essentially the government has to protect them because they're kids. You know, I'm an adult learner, so I don't know if the same sort of. Because right now I'm handing in assignments. I've got to hand in my assignments by email and such. But my final 6 credits, so it's 45 credits in total, and my final 6 credit module is an exam, and I can't do the exam. One of the modules that I'd done was I'd learned all my fucking lines for a presentation and shit. And I can't present it, so I've just got to hand in the PowerPoint and my notes, and it's going to be assessed on that, not at all on the delivery. And I mean, this is might sound retarded, but like one of the things I'm pretty good at is presenting shit because a lot of people get very anxious, getting in front of like the class and shit. And I'm like decent at that, and then I can just, I just remember my lines or just remember the topic, and so I don't need to have a script with me like most people do. So I'm not trying to say I'm like an amazing speaker or whatever. I'm not, but because I don't need a script and I'm at least reasonably confident getting up in front of people, then I typically get marked very well on those. We had like an ungraded assessment, and I won a Mars bar for having the best one, which is a very big honor. But yeah, so one of the things I was going to ace because of how I can present, I'm no longer being able, I can't do that anymore. And it's just all up in the air.
I mean, like, you can go in. It's not like anyone else is going to be there. Be great.
Yeah, no, but teachers aren't there either.
No, tell the teachers to come in. It'll be fun. Quarantine party.
I don't think it's allowed, sadly. But the other thing is, I've got this thing that is late. Like, I should have handed it in already, but it's not like a big deal. So, the whole like, give an inch, you'll take a yard. Like, teacher says, "Oh, it's not that urgent if you don't get it in on time." So it's been several weeks, and I still haven't handed it in. But it's physical. Like it's a physical like course thing. It's a shit fucking lesson. It's like study skills. So it's like how much do you improve and when you have an interview, how are you going to deal with the interview and shit like that. So it's bullshit, but I've got to get it in physically. In college, like college is just shut down, so I can't get it in physically. So just shit like, I mean, obviously, what I should have done is should have handed it on time when college was still open. Of course, it's my own fault. But yeah, there's a lot of shit that's just up in the air, and I'm sure it'll be sorted. I'm sure, like, it'll go on. Like, the thing is, I've done really well this year, so if it goes on predicted grades, then I'll be sorted. If it's all remote and some of the things are changed, I should be fine. But it's the not knowing that's a really big thing. But yeah. So for me, it's just, I mean, that's one of the main things. The other thing is all football's been cancelled. I mean, just 2 weeks ago, I was talking about last episode, I was talking about how we were in the quarterfinal of the cup, and I was scouring for tickets like a week and a half ago. Like, oh, I really want to go. Like, let's see. And now it's like, all the big tournaments have been pushed back, season suspended. It's like no one fucking knows. So, I've got like nothing. I don't even have sport. So it's just work, like college work and playing games.
I think that's a lot of everyone these days.
Oh yeah. I'm not.
Wait, so the library's closed down as well, I'm assuming.
Oh, I quit.
Really?
Fuck. Yeah. Okay. Right. Did I? Okay. I'll say the story. Right. So, I get £4.20 per library session, right? Which, minimum wage is like £8, right? And it's for my bus fare. I can't even claim my fucking food, so I only get my fucking bus fare, right? And my the owner sent a really snotty email to me. It was like, basically people are leaving and stuff. So it was in two parts, and one half of it was begging me because I didn't do any while potato was over, and the week after I just wasn't feeling up to it. So it was like half begging me to come back, and then the other half was like, oh, by the way, those things you claimed, I didn't fill out the receipts perfectly, so I have to pay all of this back over like 3 months. So I have to pay like £50 back to them.
For the
unless
opportunity to work.
Yeah. Like, unless I still had the bus tickets, which obviously I fucking don't. You just throw them out, right? And say, I've worked here for 2 years. I filled them out all the same. I used to do a ton of work. You're begging me to come back. And it's like, okay, I get it. It's a charity. I understand that. Yeah, sure, £50. But, you said you couldn't pay us, and then you've hired actually paid employees. So I was already a bit seething because of that, because I was at one point doing more hours than the paid employees, and, maybe a bit bigger myself, but I believe I was doing my job to a better standard, and I wasn't being paid. And now I'm basically being raked over the coals for my bus fares. And that's the thing, I'm claiming the standard bus fare amount. It's what I wasn't great with bringing my tickets back, but what do you expect? So I was just like, yeah, I'll pay you back, but I quit. Like, I'm just not working. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I fully get that at the end of the day, it's on a it's tax deductible and whatever. So, like, I've since went in and paid them back, because it's okay, I understand if you need the money. Like sure, this is what I should have filled them out better. I should have remembered to put my tickets in, but A, it was 3 months worth of tickets. So, you could have told me a hell of a lot sooner when it was only a few tickets, but you didn't say any, when you're not being called up for stuff. Again, I'm going in and I'm working for free basically. So, I was just like, all right, yeah, I'll bring in the money when I'm next in town, but I'm not coming back.
And then I moved to London. Fuck him.
What? I mean, the issue is I know a lot. Like, even if I was so spiteful that I didn't want to pay them back, like, I know a lot of people there who are like friends and such. So, it's been a great place to work out. I might go there in the back if I need some more experience, But yeah, I mean, it was just so weird, like them begging me to come back, but also like, oh, by the way, you need to pay us £50. But please come work for us again. But also, fucking give us our money. It's all right. Kind of mixed messages here, so I paid them, but I mean, I do have to make this clear for listeners. Like, yeah, I should have filled them out properly. So it was my fault, but it's like, why did you not call? Why did you not let me know like 2 months ago when it wasn't as much? Like, it was like $5 a week, But they left to go on for months, so it was like, yeah, it was like, I don't know, like $60, $70. All right.
$5 a week sounds pretty good.
For what?
For bus fares. Or is that like only just going in, or?
It's 1 day, yeah.
So they don't pay for going back home either.
Oh, it's a day ticket, yeah. So it's there and back.
That's not bad.
I mean, the thing is, it's like,
excuse me.
It's got other, like, there's been an issue like this before where basically I claimed, like, this was like over a year ago now, but like, okay, so I used to work 3 days a week, and a day ticket was like at that point like £4, but a week ticket was like £13, and I worked 3 days, so I would claim £12, but I would just buy the week ticket instead because it's cost effective, right? And I made sure that I talked with the manager at the time and said, "Listen, is this okay? Because I am getting the week ticket, so, but I'm getting it as if I was working the 3-day tickets. Is this okay? Because for me, I was at school and I was like, the one privilege I get because I was doing like 20 hours a week, and it's like, okay, I'm doing 20 hours a week. The one benefit I get is it pays for my weekly bus ticket. I was also working like 8 hours on a Saturday as well, included in that. So I'm getting my 3 days of, just to school. The work's paying for most of that, right? Is that making sense, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So it was like the one benefit really in my mind was just like, okay, I can't get food. You're not actually paying me. I'm doing 20 hours, but you're paying for my ticket at least, right? Like, okay, it's worth it. And then, yeah, I basically got told that I had to stop doing that because they were trying to cut back cost. And then it was to be a proportion of the week ticket if I was claiming the week ticket. So it would only be like £5 for the week. And so what I did was, because the money we claim is just written off as tax, so it doesn't, theoretically, as long as we can write it off, it doesn't matter the amount of money we take. Whereas I just started buying day tickets instead, because it technically worked out cheaper. So I didn't change the amount I was claiming, but rather than get the week ticket, I was just getting 6 day tickets a week and claiming the 3.
I see.
So, which was a bit spiteful, I guess. But at the same time, they could still claim the £12 from the government. So, it didn't cost them anymore. But I was just like, no, fuck it. I'm not losing a bunch of money. Like, if you're not going to pay for my fares, then fine. I'll still charge you the same amount, and I'll just get the day tickets instead. So this is the second, bus fare related thing, and it just got me tired. And it's like I've worked there for over 2 years at this point. I ran like some of my days for like over a year. I was like the senior member of staff at like 18, and it's like, listen, I get that. Yeah, it's what like you could have just told me, hey, don't do this anymore. Like this is the correct way you need to do this. And I don't know, maybe cut me a bit of slack because I've worked there for like 2 years at this point. You know, and again, they're well within their rights to be all like, no, you filled it out incorrectly. You need to pay us it back. But in that point, then okay, but I've got plenty of other stuff I could be doing with that time. So,
like masturbating.
Unironically, yeah, So, yeah, so I've quit at least temporarily. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be back.
It's always nice for a change of pace at this point. Could go back to working at a warehouse for free.
Sorry, what was that?
You could go back to working at a warehouse for free.
Don't even talk about that. Don't even fucking talk about that.
Oh, you got fucked over so hard.
Well, I mean, it was work experience, yeah.
I don't care, man. Fucking work experience my ass. You don't work in a warehouse for free.
I mean, I was like 16. Like, listen, I ain't disagreeing with you. I should have been fucking paid.
Oh, the way it goes is if you're 16, you just don't get any rights. You get paid, but you get no fucking rights.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, it's because it's like through the school and shit. I totally agree. It's bullshit. I don't wear the shit uniform as well, like the blue fleece jacket and.
Don't knock the blue fleece jacket.
No, but it's like that really shit, like like Aquafresh, like turquoise blue.
What's wrong with turquoise? I like turquoise. Turquoise and cyan are my favorite colors. I wouldn't wear them, but I like them.
God.
It reminds me of this this thing I saw, and it's a great thing in misinformation. Have you heard of the Twitter account for exposure? .txt.
Is that the one that is that like the exposing one?
It's a Twitter account based on like sharing real life examples of generally people trying to get shit done for free. Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I mean, like exposing people who are doing it. Like,
well, they don't really expose them. They have a big thing about everyone is to remain anonymous in the posts.
Yeah. Much
to the distaste of every artist that follows them, and every artist follows them.
Yeah.
Because so it was a fun thing, and because what happened was they found a quote from a New Zealand businesswoman,
right,
who was complaining about fucking kids these days don't want to work for free, something. But the way but what they're referring to was basically like internships in a like office building, which fairly standard sort of thing. I mean, maybe you can still not like that.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's like entry level shit.
Yeah.
But the way the quote was made in for Exposure's post, and obviously the attitude that everyone that follows them, they all took it to assume it meant like trying to get an artist to work for free.
Right.
So I don't know, it was pretty interesting.
Like the double standards between industries, basically, that it's acceptable for an internship to be for free, but for art, it's kind of totally different.
Kinda. No, it was a weird. I've No, I won't try and find the post, like the article, but yeah, basically, fucking kids these days don't want to work for free. Think having 1,000 Instagram followers is worthy of putting on a CV.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like, I can definitely see where the businesswoman was coming from, but it was funny to see how it got interpreted by everyone else.
Yeah.
Anyway, my version of coronavirus. It's been fucking great.
I've seen a few of your posts about
yeah.
You get things in. Sorry, I should let you say it. Yeah.
So I'm very skeptical about what I want to say about coronavirus going forward because everything I've set up until now has been horribly, horribly wrong.
Right.
And the reason why I'm concerned about this is basically what I want to say is the chances of me getting it is basically 0.
Yeah.
And that's not the kind of like words I want to eat.
Yeah.
Because,
imagine being the first person on the Discord to get coronavirus, though. Like, I thought about like the content, the fucking content, dude.
Dude, podcast be fucked if I got coronavirus. I'd be coughing all the time.
Man, we'll power through it. It'll be fine. Dude, it's for the content.
I'll just put a noise cap on the podcast.
That being said, I'm feeling a bit more bad about dragging Potato to the hospital with the first coronavirus victims in the UK. in hindsight, it does seem a little bit callous.
What?
Did I not say this?
No.
On the pod? We tried to get tickets for the Newcastle United match, but it was just before kickoff, and we couldn't get tickets sitting together, so we walked away. And the RVI, the Royal Victoria Infirmary, is the big hospital in the northeast, and basically 2 people had got it in York, 2 Chinese students, and they'd been sent to the RVI. And Potato was kind of freaking out about it. And I thought we were walking past. I wanted to take him around the university campus because it's quite a nice area. And to get there from the stadium, you walk through the RVI. So I kind of made him oh yeah, that's where the victims are. He started getting a bit freaked out. So I made him take a picture outside with the sign and such, and I was kind of laughing, why are you so worried? And this was when very few people outside China had it. Yeah, fast forward a month and a half, and yeah, it does seem to be a bit in bad taste now. But I've got a picture of Potato fucking posing outside the hospital with the first coronavirus victims in the UK.
Anyway, yeah. So I think I've been doing a bit of a UK government, and I've been severely underestimating the situation.
Yeah.
So I forget when it was, either Friday or Monday. I was at work, and there was a memo going around my department. Go a bit further back actually, and it was basically watching the onset of the toilet paper crisis.
Right.
And my immediate response to that was, "Ha ha, dumb Americans! That won't happen here."
Based.
And on around Friday, there was a memo in my department to report any suspicious purchases by our clients of vast quantities of, out of the ordinary, quantities of toilet paper and cleaning products.
Right.
But I didn't think anything would happen of it. And now I'm coughing a lot. Maybe I do have it. What a coincidence. Then come Monday, store opens, and a lot of new faces around the store, all conveniently with a 12-pack of Purex in their trolleys. actually, if we go back again, like Thursday we got in a pallet of hand sanitizer. Friday it was basically gone.
Yeah,
We had
I
another
remember
one
this.
that we had another one, and we basically had at that moment that the hand sanitizer was to be given out upon request and only 2 per person.
Yeah.
That's still 2 liters of hand sanitizer. That's a fucking lot of hand sanitizer. You'd have to be like washing your like wiping down your hands on the hour for the rest of the fucking virus to go through that. That being said, on Monday, once it was upon request, I had about 5 customers come up to me and ask where to get it, well, where we keep it. I tell them it's like at the office, go get it. 2 per person. And 3 of those people then walked out of the store. Obviously not satisfied with the quantity of hand sanitizer they could purchase, being 2 fucking liters of the shit. So
yeah, Jesus Christ, that's still a fuck ton.
Yeah. But it's not price gouging fuck tons. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So that happened, and it was on Monday that I started, taking pictures of our toilet paper section of the store. And just watching it go down. Like on Monday we had, about 4 half pallets on display, and then we had like 2 pallets sitting, like hiding up back to restock. I come in Tuesday, and the restock pallets are now on display. I leave on Wednesday, and there was like 4 packs of toilet paper just sitting on a pallet. And then I came in on Thursday.
And wait, how big's the pack, sorry?
4 packs. So like 4 toilet rolls and a wrapped up.
Right.
And yeah, then I come in on Thursday and there's no pallets there. For the first time in the year and a half I've been there, aside from the one time we did a trade show, there was nothing in that section of the store. It was just empty. And it was around that point that the commercial toilet rolls started disappearing as well. Which was also...
What's the difference?
Like, you know how you got those massive toilet rolls sitting in public toilets?
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, we sell those. So those started disappearing. And I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But just, we're not America. We're not supposed to be doing this,
Yeah.
I had hope for my country.
I mean, it's like just today I was trying to get a because I'm in a predicament where I buy most of my food fresh. So I'll go out, I'll get some bacon, like £2 of bacon. Sorry, £2 of the cost.
Yeah,
it's not £2. 6 pack of eggs, some like fresh baked bread and some ham and whatever, and that's my breakfast and lunch for a few days. So I don't really have anything in the house like, non-perishables. So today I had to go out and I bought like a fuck ton of beans.
Oh, that was the other crazy thing. The non-perishables didn't start disappearing until the toilet paper was gone. It was like everyone's like, okay, I withdrew my life savings, got to prep for this. Oh shit, they're out of toilet paper. Might as well get some actual fucking supplies instead. Which is not doing well because it means everyone's walking out with a lot of grain or a lot of starches, which is flour. And I don't know if you know this, but we're like a month out from Easter. And the great thing about Easter is hot cross buns.
Yeah, fantastic.
I know, they're fucking great.
Wait, do you guys have the song? Hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns.
It rings a bell.
Yeah, it's just a shitty nursery song.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
So, if everyone's buying, these 20 kg bags of flour, trying to deliver the literal pallets of flour to bakeries around the country is not going well.
Yeah.
Fuck. When it came to Friday, like yesterday, we were trying to. We were completely out of like generic flour. We had some specific kinds of flour that are great for like pastry and shit.
Yeah.
But we were trying to ship it in as fast. We were trying to ship a ton of fucking flour, not a literal ton, like more than a literal ton, because a ton is a pallet. We needed more than a pallet. We were trying to ship in a truckload of flour that we had in a depot on the other side of the country during the day, while the truckee was on a return trip, which is normally empty, to try and meet the quota for that Friday. So yeah, now we're watching out for any suspicious purchase of flour. The canned food aisle is, I don't know, it's like half and half. All the tomatoes gone, but we still got shitloads of fruit salad. I don't know how it'll be on Monday. But it's just been a fun experience, just watching my expectations just drop.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, I also got an update from the boss on Monday, basically saying our plan going forwards, which is we're going to keep trucking until everyone in our store gets coronavirus or all our customers say, fuck this, we're closing down.
Yeah.
So I'm not afraid of being laid off for the next couple of months.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've got like it's such a weird issue with family and such. I saw on the Discord like Jan is saying both his brother's wife and his mother's been laid off, and it's like yeah, my mother's having a I mean, this is going to get a bit serious for a bit, but my mother works as a social worker, and so her whole thing is, people like for kids who are in abusive households and shit like that. And with schools closing down and stuff, well, they can't even
go.
Yeah, like they're basically all with their abusers and shit, and,
or on the streets.
Yeah, and a lot of these families don't have money and shit, so like the free, like you make under a certain amount per year, you get free school meals, and now you don't get, you can't get free meals anymore. So a lot of these kids are whatever, and I was talking with her last night. She was actually going to come up at the end of the month, but she can't because of for many reasons, but the main one is I know I've talked about it before on the pod, but my nana's very ill, and my my granddad's old as well. They're approaching their 80s, and so she can't take the risk of bringing it up and such. But it's getting a bit with my nana. She's getting very seriously ill, and so my mother obviously wants to see her, in case before it gets really bad, but she can't. She can't come up anymore. But yeah, like she's just, it's.
Yeah, I think people have a hard time, or at least the people I know have a hard time understanding what isolation means to normies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah, gamers, we get to stay at home all day. It's like, that's not normal.
Yeah. Yeah, you're bad. Like that's the thing. Like I was only going out for college, so it's like it's bad when like the quarantine measures come in and there's no real life, big life decision. like there's no big changes in your life, other than like I can't buy as much fresh food anymore.
I mean, it still gets. It's like there's still a very finite amount of social interaction that the social recluses still get, and you do notice it when it goes missing.
Yeah, already it's only been a few days, and I'm fucking like we I know we kind of offhandedly mentioned it before, but Like, I fucking went. I never really go to the pub, but I went to the pub a few days ago because it's like, fuck, I need to get out.
It reminds me of the and I've been saying this one a lot during the entire thing, but the Bill Burr joke where it's like, so there's Ebola things going around. I don't know much about it, but it seems that one of the symptoms is the overwhelming urge to get on a fucking aeroplane.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's this quarantine going on. I might have the virus. I really want to go to the fucking pub. Just put my hand in all the nut bowls.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I knew it was probably pretty irresponsible, but it was just like, I mean, it's actually really good because just today we got the announcement that pubs are closing. So I mean,
ours aren't closing, but we're at like a maximum capacity in the building of 100, which is what I was talking about with the Scottish pub owner on Friday, and like at the end of my shift. That was great. Is yeah, he's hearing all the same shit you're hearing from his family back home. Oh, for the record, we're at 39 confirmed cases, which is up from 20 I heard on Thursday and up from the 5 I heard on Monday.
Yeah. We're at 4,000 about, but it was 1,000 on Monday. Yeah.
So yeah, 40. That's slightly more than I was expecting. So yeah, so I'm really skeptical about what I want to say going forward because I'm very, very wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think one of the big is kind of like a lot of people think that it doesn't impact like young people that much, and then there's like a lot of statistics, coming out from countries that aren't China, and a lot of the statistics are like, like
permanent lung damage.
Yeah, like 35-40% of people who need the urgent care are like below the age of 35, and then it's like I'll get hate, I'm like, well, hate or whatever, but like it's my own fault. But like, things if you're at risk. Do you have asthma? That's my brother. Are you overweight? I'm overweight. Yeah, my brother's even more overweight. And do you smoke cigarettes? So yeah, it's. I mean, I'm obviously still in the low age, and at least for what I am, I still think I'm relatively healthy.
I'm a mighty man. I'm young and I'm in my prime.
Yeah, fuck it. But dude, if this is my prime, fuck me.
It's all downhill from here, boy. Unless you're still going to the gym. I
am, yeah.
Is the gym closed?
No, I just got an email. How did you know I was going to say it? I got an email basically saying upon the... it's not closed yet, but we now have to bring in 2 towels. And disinfectant will be applied. And there's now a dangly pen on the keypad in the entrance. So you don't press the keypad anymore. You gotta use like the nubbed pen and press your keys and like that. But yeah, it's still open. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to the gym, but I'm not like healthy. I'm still a fat fuck. It's like I've went from 103 kilos to now I'm like 102 or 101. I've lost weight, but I'm still big boy.
But you lost 20 kilos.
No. I lost 113 to 102, 101.
You were a fat fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah. All right. I knew I was heavy, but my the scales I have are shit, and basically my scales were miscalibrated. So whatever weight I thought I was on my scales, which is already like fat enough to be like, shit, I need to lose weight, I was actually like 8 kilos heavier. So yeah, I've worked Like, on one side, I'm really happy that I've lost a fair amount of weight, but on the other hand, it's I've still got a long way to go. I'm still over 100, so.
Fatty.
Based post physique.
I mean, I have. It wasn't impressive, but I have.
Yeah. I'll have you know I'm bulking actually.
Bulking for the summer, as they say.
It's all fucking muscle, dude. I'm fucking stacked. I've got chiseled abs under this flab,
Sure you do, buddy. Sure you
But
do.
yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, gyms probably. I think with the pub ban, the gyms are closing, and so I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing on at all. I've got nothing to talk about. Like, okay, I'm playing some more games, but that's it.
I mean,
I'm
what games are you playing?
I'm playing Legends of Runeterra.
I've never heard of it.
It's a card game by Riot.
That one. That one, okay.
Yeah, and I got back. I've got back into Hearthstone a bit.
How many packs have you bought?
None. Nigga, I'm poor. Yeah, maybe yet, but right at the moment, I got nothing. Like, but yeah, I just, I don't know. I just got the nostalgia bug for a bit. And yes, for me, Hearthstone is nostalgic.
Back in my day, card games were virtual, not virtual reality. I don't know. It's a shit joke.
And my boiler got fixed. That is the level we're at. My boiler broke a few weeks ago. There was no heating or hot water. It sucked. It's fixed now. I've got nothing, dude.
Fuck
it.
I've almost finished Nier Automata now. That was fun. That's been my past 2 weeks. Highly recommend it.
Wait, highly or hardly?
Highly recommend it. Very.
See, that's a bit of a weird statement. Hardly recommend it. Alright, makes sense.
Wait, I did talk about it last podcast, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Because, yeah, I was talking about her ass all the time. It's a hell of an ass.
Oh, I booted up Noita. Noita?
I say Noita.
It's a bit difficult.
It is.
It's...
The thing is, because I said it during... I don't know, did I say it back in the Discord award? No, the, Things of the Year awards that we did?
I think so.
It constantly gets updated, and, the amount of content it has now is basically a full game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna reasonably get to it. Kibo's, at least finished a playthrough, which I haven't. But there's, so much extra shit. Off the beaten path, and I mean really off the beaten path, that I don't know how you can feasibly get to it. If you're not cheating.
Yeah. I mean, can you look at, a wiki or something, Or does that qualify as cheating?
Oh no, when I mean, cheating, I mean, I turned on God mode. So I have, infinite jump and, nuke everything.
Yeah.
And don't die. That's the level of trying to figure out what shit is in this game I was at. And there's a so much shit.
Hmm.
Just so much.
Um. I mean, I've actually been playing quite a few games. Now I'm just looking at my home screen. Uh, Oxygen not included. I tried that.
Are you any good at it?
Nah, I mean, I thought like, oh, I kind of like these like base building ones, and then I started going about like oxygen density to like carbon dioxide density in the air, and I was like, yeah, it was like 2 in the morning. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, my experience with it was just too stressful for me.
Yeah.
I never felt like I was reaching a point where I could have a breather. You know, like, oh, okay, I've balanced.
Yeah, there's always something
Like
going on. Yeah.
I've got enough and food and I've got sleeping, but then the moment you deal with one, I've got fucking carbon dioxide and I've got this shit, literal shit.
Actually, right. I'll quickly just read out the games I've played in the past 2 weeks because there's more than I thought. 80 Days, which is like visual novel kind of, but it's based on the Around the World in 80 Days book, and so you have to navigate the world, and you're like the butler to a rich guy,
Are you a
and
cute girl? Are you a cute
no,
girl?
no, no.
Are
You're
there
like you're
any
the
cute
biz.
girls?
Yeah, yeah, but you don't like yeah, but it's like that kind of like Art Deco style sort of thing. It's like it is steampunk in that sense, but like steampunk in the sense of the original book. But you played the guy who Proro was based on.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Proro is?
I like my experience with Around the World in 80 Days is I watched that movie that one time and I that had Jackie Chan in it, I think.
Uh, how do you not know who Poirot is? He's like so famous. All right, I'm Hercule Poirot. He's an Agatha Christie character, but
I've
yeah,
heard that name before.
yeah. So Passapartout is the guy in 80 Days, but
Dude, you're
it's
speaking
one of the.
Chinese to me.
I was French. uh, this dude. Uh, but anyway, but yeah, it's just like a visual novel and like management of trying to get around the world by traveling from city to city and things happen and whatever. Rebel Inc. Escalation, that's by the guys who did Plague Inc. But instead, you're essentially playing as US armed forces fighting Al Qaeda. Um,
Oh, dude,
and
I'm gonna look this up.
yeah, you're essentially like how you name your disease in Plague Inc. This is like you name your operation, so like Desert Storm and shit like that. And it's like management where you're trying to win the hearts and minds of the people, but also like fight terrorists.
Screw your optics.
Yeah, and you can basically go like full. You can get drones and shit and just nuke civilian populations.
Can you play as the
But it's kind of like
Ragheads?
yeah, you can. No, you can't. Sorry. I thought you said can you like blaze the ragheads? I was like,
No.
yeah, you can like airstrike them. But the problem is it's in like a beta and
Yeah.
there's not early access and there's not enough content really. Like
Oh,
you've basically just got like the standard Plague Inc. mode, but like there's no campaign and stuff like that, and it's a game where you kind of need that, in my opinion. So,
yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
but yeah, I mean, I finally started playing Frostpunk, so I played some Frostpunk. Um, Phoenix Wright, Attorney, Ace Attorney. I kept continued playing that. Turmoil, which is like a game where you play as a guy who gets oil. Like you're essentially competing against 3 AI or friends if you have friends.
I
Uh,
think I've seen this game.
Yeah, it's relatively cheap and it's a bit of fun.
Like it's
Um,
there was a video on my recommended and I watched it with no context to the game whatsoever, and
yeah,
I don't know.
same. Oh fuck, same. Yeah, that's how I heard about
Thanks
it.
YouTube algorithm, you fucking dick.
Was it that alien guy,
Maybe.
like Ace Alien or something? Because yeah, that was the one that just popped up,
Alright,
and I was like,
go to my watch history and I look up. Yeah, Aliens rock.
yeah, same guy. Yeah, ha, fucking. Oh, and Total War 3 Kingdoms, the new expansion just came out, so yeah.
I'm still not jumping on the bandwagon for that.
Why not?
I just it feels wrong. Like if
What do you mean it feels
everything
wrong?
they've done since Total Warhammer feels wrong. I'm also mad that they didn't call it Total Warhammer. Just
Yeah.
this whole push for like character-driven campaign shit, I'm not digging at all.
Yeah, but dude, it's fucking based on the Romance of the Three Kingdoms,
don't
right?
care.
It's a novel about characters. Like,
Yeah, which is probably a good example of why that's a shit thing to base it off.
it's not. It's great.
Does God, I'm a fucking idiot. You know how last
Did you-
episode you just went, hey, look, there's an update button.
Oh,
Fucking
base. I thought you were just that passionate about not liking Total War 3 Kingdoms. You just left.
no, it was, hey, look, update button. Click.
Oh shit! I gotta give Jump King another go.
As I was supposed to say, I just want my fucking Medieval 3.
Yeah, I want Shogun 3.
You're getting fucking line cunt.
But
We're gonna get Medieval 3, then we're gonna get Empire 2. And it'll also be a disaster.
Empire.
Then we'll get Shogun 3.
Yeah. I'd like an American Civil War one would be great.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's one of those things where it was like kind of like the last line battle war sort of thing. But at the same time, I mean, there's like two factions. You just couldn't do it. Also, the Darth mod game, Ultimate General, is pretty good. Does it? So, and you obviously does the mods for all the Total Wars.
I've never played any of his mods. And I think I was very disappointed when I found out that Darth mod had nothing to do with Star Wars.
In my mind, because I'm a fucking brainlet, I'm like, I don't need these games to be more complicated. Like,
yeah, I get like I think that was one of the things that turned me off a lot of the Medieval 2 and the Rome Total War mods is when, you know, it's every province has its own distinct fucking levies it can recruit or whatever.
yeah.
It's like, no, my autism dictates that I have, these very specific, like, nice, even lines of units.
Yeah.
I don't want the motherfuckers from Rome and the motherfuckers from Naples trying to fight together. I want this one uniform brick.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like, I don't like, oh, fuck me. God, I wish I had some fucking brain cells.
Same, to be honest.
Like, it's weird where, like, with some games, like Europa Universalis, or fucking Football Manager, I'm, like, fine with the complexity. but like other ones, I just can't. Like I just can't deal with. That are like I'd say maybe objectively simpler, but I just can't be asked. So yeah, I don't really have a point here. But yeah.
Just arbitrary limits. And that's
Yeah.
okay. Fuck, how are we doing for time? We've probably filled like an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, it was about 15 minutes after me that message, yeah, so about an hour and 10.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands, wash your ass,
Yeah.
and we'll see you in 2 weeks when we're not dead, hopefully.
Yeah. See you guys.
Peace. Wait, I never do that. That's something people do though.
Yeah, peace.
All right.